because Nigerians, they like respect. If you don't respect Nigerian parents, they can eat you alive. That's that thing. Like, they live and breathe on respect. Respect is what they eat. Respect is everything to them. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Musala. If it's your first time stopping by, definitely welcome. And if it's not your first time stopping by, thanks for always coming back. Don't forget to subscribe down here and click on the notification bell. Let you know every time I drop a new video. Today I'm going to bring you the review of Namaste Wahala. If you've not seen my citation review, please click up here and go watch that review. It was amazing. Okay, I want to thank Netflix for giving us Nollywood movies. I'm not going to say all of the movies that have been dropping have been 100% perfect, but let's just accept it like that, and let's just manage it, because I feel like you cannot go to the cinema especially if you are in diaspora. Like, you cannot go to the cinema, you cannot see recent movies. They better give us Omegeto the Saga, because that's what I want to see the most. Like, I'm a fan of Funke Akindele, and whatever she says is music to my ears. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 scenes from Namaste Wahala that I just felt like, okay, they were either too much for me, or they were the reason why I kept watching. Let me say that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of scenes that I liked in the movie, and if you've not seen the movie, please go watch it after this review. So the first thing I'm going to say, obviously, was them running into each other at the beach. Who runs into each other at the beach? Yes, I'm rolling my eyes. Like, how do you run into each other at the beach? The beach is like the widest thing ever. It's not possible for 2 people to run into each other at the beach. Let me not say it's not possible, but like, the chances are very, very slim. Like, very, very tiny. It's almost impossible for you to run into someone at the beach. Like, make it make sense. And then they ran into each other, and their stuff fell, and it was cringe worthy. Like, I had to rewind. Like, what did I miss? Like, I don't understand. That scene was just unnecessary. They could have met in a different way. I thought we left all those jamming yourself somewhere and then falling down and then picking yourself up and then looking at each other all the way in slow-mo. I thought we left that a long time ago with the old Nollywood Emeka Ike and Rita Dominic session. Please, we don't want again. It's okay. The second scene that I felt the second scene that I watched and I was like, what is this? Was immediately after they met each other or something, and they were already dancing. And I'm like, why is she doing like this? Why is she dancing? And why are they dancing? Like, this is not an Indian movie. I saw some comments of other people saying that it was just to incorporate the Indian culture into the movie so that it's not completely Nigerian. I get it, but it was getting too much at the point where they already changed the first clothes and they were dancing, second one dancing, third one dancing. At the point I was just counting, like, okay, should I forward this movie or should I just wait? What is going on? Why are they dancing for so long? Like, it's okay if you dance for like maybe just 2 scenes, but why 1, 2, 3 and I was still counting and they've not finished, and I'm like, okay, what's going to happen next? Like, that scene was totally too much. They could have done something else. They could have gone somewhere, like, I don't know, they could have done something else. That was just unnecessary. Like, I don't want. To me, like, one of the scenes that I really liked was where RMD met the guy and it just spat. Like, number one, I'm sorry, boo. Why are you spitting? Like, something's already in your mouth. You know, I feel like Corona has made us realize that there's so many unsanitary things that we used to do. Because, take for instance, RMD had COVID. Do you know it could have given everybody in that room COVID? The cameraman, the lightman, the actors and actresses, everybody. It could have given everybody COVID. Like, you could have done something to express your disgust. You could have done something else to express your unacceptance. You could have done something else. Why did you have to spit all the way? Like, spit. I'm sorry. Even if it was my husband, I don't want you to spit right in front of me, as opposed to us just acting a movie scene. Like, why are you spitting? Why? I don't want. Next, one thing that I really liked was where Inidima was cooking and the mother-in-law was also cooking, and they were just jamming themselves in the kitchen. They were jamming themselves. She was cooking something. She was putting her hand across. I was like, it was funny at the same time. I don't know, like, why are they struggling to cook? Like, if you see that your mother, like me, I don't like trouble. If somebody comes in and they're already there, I'm going to leave. Like, if I'm there before someone else and somebody else comes in, I'm going to leave for her. Like, life is not that hard. You don't have to be arguing or. And then they were feeding the guy. I liked the end where she left the parlor after forcing to feed the guy at the same time, the mother and the girl. But I liked where she left and the mother was now tasting the noodles. I'm like, it tastes good. It kind of lets you know that, okay, like, mother should calm down, and because it's noodles doesn't mean there's no food. Some of us, look at us. I cannot just stand up and show you my full video, my full self, but like, some of us have been living on noodles for a long time, but we did not die. I remember when they used to say noodles was going to cause cancer, and if you eat noodles, you are going to die. God knows, let's have cancer. We've been eating noodles for so long, and we've been surviving. You know, I like that. I like that the mother later ate out of the food, and like, she expressed no acceptance, but like she liked it. So like, okay, it's not so bad. One thing that I really liked was where the mother-in-law was telling RMD, that's the father-in-law, that you're not so smart of a man. Oh my gosh, I actually paused that scene to laugh like 5 minutes long. Maybe 5 minutes an exaggeration, but like, I actually paused it to laugh because that was the most hilarious thing anybody could ever say to someone. You know, you cannot say some things to a Nigerian parent. You cannot say some things to them, and the fact that Joke Silva was just sitting over there and she didn't even say a word. Everybody were just rolling their eyes. It was so funny. It was hilarious. I loved that woman could say anything, and of course she can get away with anything you say because you're a stranger. Nobody's going to like asshole you when you're there. Like, it does not make any sense. I just liked that she was free to say anything that she wanted. She was like, your daughter is actually smarter than you are. You don't need a son-in-law who is also a lawyer. That was so funny to me. Like, it was like everything the man needed to hear. Somebody had to just come and tell him, like, stop tightening the words to your chest, sir. Calm down. I loved that scene. And that thing I loved was where the two mother-in-laws met at the son-in-law's house, and they were like, oh, you didn't train your son. Why is your son harboring somebody's daughter? Okay, you two, you didn't train your daughter. Why is your daughter going to somebody else's house when she knows that she's not married to the person? That was so funny. Like, it was not funny, but like, it was interesting. I liked how they were going at each other. Like, they were going at each other's throats. Like, you say one, this one also say one. Even though some things they were saying were, oh my gosh, it was too much. But I liked the dialogue. I liked how back and forth it was going. Like you think you've heard the worst, and then somebody else just say another one. You'll be like, hey God, are they going to finish this fight today? I loved it. It was interesting. Like, you want to watch what's next. And last thing that I really liked was Brother Shaggy and the mother of the groom, where she wanted to pick him up at the airport, and it was like, where are you going? I'm going to Victoria Island, and they started pricing. That was hilarious. I'm not a fan of Brother Shaggy, but that was very funny. I liked how it was like she understood what he was saying, even though I don't think she understood every single thing, but she knew that, okay, this guy, his tone is very deep, and his voice is very like archaic, so I'm not going to listen to anything he's going to say. If he gives me one, I'm going to give him two. Oh my gosh. I feel after watching Namaste Wahala, I feel like every Indians are 90% Nigerian. Honestly, like, they are 90% Nigerian. The way we think, the things that we say, and when the son-in-law met the parents-in-law, like, you would always touch their feet and say, good evening auntie, good evening uncle, good evening. I feel like that was so, like, you could tell that they have that culture in them, and the respect, like, because Nigerians, they like respect. If you don't respect Nigerian parents, they can eat you alive. Like, if you don't respect them, they can eat you. Like, that's that thing. Like, they live and breathe on respect. Respect is what they eat. Respect is everything to them, and I like that Indians are also like similar. The last thing that I liked the most was where RMD was with the lady at the wedding. I don't know if I like the dancing part. I like that they finally bonded, and you know, they kind of like gave the family orientation that, okay, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you're from and all. The scene I was talking about is where the mother-in-law was telling the father-in-law, like, okay, now that we're done with the wedding, you have a price to pay me. It's called the groom price. I've actually heard of that before. It's called a groom price. You're supposed to pay me for taking my daughter, for taking my son. And the man was like, no, you're supposed to pay me for taking my daughter, because in Nigeria you actually have to pay a bride price to the family of the bride, but in India you have to pay to the family of the groom a bride price. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I liked so many things in the movie. I liked the coordination, the makeup, the picture. Like, I'm a very photographic person. Like, when I'm watching a movie, I'm not just watching what they're doing in the movie, I'm also watching the angles of the camera, I'm watching the lights, and I'm watching every scene. I'm watching, okay, this guy came in from this place. I'm making sure that, okay, there's no cameraman speaker showing up on the video. Like, I am very detailed. I feel like I should be a videographer or something in the future, but not right now. Anyway, that's all for today. Let me know if you enjoyed watching Namaste Wahala, and let me know if you enjoyed watching my review. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave me a comment. Let me know if you'd like to see more reviews. See you in the next one, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Mwah. Namaste Wahala.